Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Salute to the bishops and elders who rule well. Shalom to the hopeful elect of the nation of Israel. Now the name of the Heavenly Father, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, his name is Yahweh. And his only begotten Son, our Lord and our Savior, his name is Yahushai. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, we are the biblical Israelites. And the so-called white race, they are the biblical red Hebrew Edomites, our chief enemies upon the earth. This is your brother Aramia from James Jamaica Camp. And I'm here with a lesson law as well. It's to be an edifying one. And this is be called the digital age. Alright, so we are moving further and further into the digital age, which the digital age is going to lead to the mark of the beast, which is a tiny CHIP that will be inserted under the skin, whether in your forehead or in your right hand or your left hand, any part of your body, and it will be used to buy and sell, and it's the mark of the beast. Right, so I have an article which was published on the Bill and Melinda Gates official page, and the headline: Digital IDs are an effective tool against poverty. And this is nothing but witchcraft and some skillful hunting you're looking at on your screen, using words like digital IDs will help, to fight against poverty. Most of our people, or most of the people on the earth, they are in a very poor state, impoverished. And the so-called white man is using argument like this, saying that get your digital ID. Yeah, this can help reduce poverty. This can help fight against poverty. So a lot of people are going to run to it because, people hate being poor and destitute. So this is skillful hunting. So listen up again. It says, a global solution is making them available to millions. So they want to make this digital system available to every individual on the earth, because one, it's going to give them a lot of control over the inhabitants of the earth. Secondly, they want to be like the Most High. They want to know everybody on the planet. So this system has to be, and the Bible says it will come forth, and it's going to flourish for a small little season, and then our Lord is going to come and show down this place. So what you're looking at now is the infrastructure being established. So everybody have to go digital ID, everything, and every citizen in these so-called countries, which are corporations, are trackable, and that's the plan. All right, so it says our global identity problem. So they have a global identity problem right now. Remember, this is on Bill and Melinda Gates official page, right? So they have a global identity problem. They don't know everybody on the planet. So it says, if a person cannot prove who they are, can they take advantage of all the opportunities society has to offer? See, again, targeting the minds of the poor, people who love benefits. And we see this kind of arguments already during the COVID. Our Prime Minister out here in Jamaica and his trusted second, Christopher Tufton, they played card like this, saying if you don't get the JAB, you won't be able to gain access to certain benefits which society has to offer. And you can clearly see they are echoing, the same arguments as Bill Gates, Klaus Schwab, these men who are the front runners, are the face of the New World Order, the Fourth Industrial Revolution. They are the face, and these are the type of arguments, that they present, that people need to get on board, or they will be left behind. You will miss out on goodies, benefits which society has to offer. Right, so let me get some more in the article. It says, for the 850 million people around the world who lack any acceptable form of legal identity, the answer is no. Proof of identity enables people to fully participate in the economy. There you have it. So, giving up your identity, getting yourself on the grid, in the system, they say that will give you access to all of the things that society has to offer. But if you're not on board, you're not identified, you won't be able to access these benefits. Right? So, it says no. It eases access to environment, like employment and education, as well as services such as banking, government programs, and healthcare. There you have it. So, same thing our Prime Minister used. Certain benefits that you could get, you can't get them because you are not JAB and you are not officially logged into the system. Alright, so it says people living in low and middle income countries are more likely to go without ID. More than half of those without proof of identity are children whose births were not registered. 1 in 2 women in low income countries do not have ID. And even among those whose identity can be verified, many lack documentation that is suited to the digital age. So you see that them have a problem with people who lack proper verification documents in the digital age. So they're gonna push everybody to get properly documented in this digital age. That's why I say everything is being transformed into a digital format, because it's the framework for the mark of the beast. Without the digital infrastructure, the digital identity system in place, this mark of the beast cannot come. So these type of move that we're witnessing on the earth is a must. It's a must. Alright. Alright, so let me just drop down to one more paragraph down here, so with the next good piece of that which I like. Alright. Yeah, so it says digital ID is a critical piece of digital public infrastructure. Yeah, this is the next thing I wanted to touch on. Digital public infrastructure. Because this is what is being set right now when you see all of the transformation, all of this move to go digital. It's the digital public infrastructure. So it says digital ID systems are one of 3 pillars of what's known as digital public infrastructure, DPI. So you can look up that, brothers. You can look up the digital public infrastructure. You can Google that. Right. So it says the others are digital payment systems. Right. So out here in Jamaica we have links, and other banks have mobile wallets. You can use your phone to send money from one phone to the next one. And you have people can send remittance, which is money from abroad to Jamaicans straight to them accounts just by using the app. Digital payment system, can transfer money, move funds around using that. Right, so it says so it'll be digital payment systems and data exchange systems, right? By connecting people and making it easier to move money, boom, and share information, boom. DPI is in many ways the modern day equivalent of the roads and bridges that helped reshape economies in the 19th century. Right, so it's a connector, right? It's a thing that connects the globe. So just like I mentioned, remittance, people from America, England, Canada, most Jamaicans, most so-called Jamaicans, which are the tribe of Benjamin, run to these 3 countries mainly. People can send back money easily just using the apps, and that's connecting a big bridge, a wide gap. Alright, so let me jump down to the article again. It says a digital ID system is critical because people need need a verified identity in order to tap in DPI, which is up here we just run through that digital public infrastructure. So you need a proper identification system, a digital one, in order to participate or to benefit from the digital public infrastructure. So that's why I see a government out here in Jamaica pushing so hard to go digital. It's all a part of this agenda, and they are helping the enemy to further their goal. Right? So digital IDs are an effective tool against poverty. So Bill Gates and these frontmen for the New World Order, they are pushing this, and this is coming from the mouth of a rich man saying digital IDs are an effective tool against poverty. People are going to extol this because it's coming from the rich man's mouth. Just say the scriptures. The true Bill Gates saying everybody will get crazy and excited, and a lot of people are going to be deceived, and they're going to take the mark of the beast. Just say the Lord. So this is leading to Revelation 13 verse 16 on down, and ultimately it's going to trigger Revelation 14 and verse 9 and 10. That's all I will receive this mark will be put to death. So you're looking at the infrastructure for the mark of the beast. So I pray and I hope this was edifying listening to the body. Shalom, Barak.